Welcome to Armstrong High School for Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Soccer. It's a matchup tonight between the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Armstrong Falcons on this day after Labor Day and first day of school for many of the kids around the area. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligry. And Sig, pretty good start to the season for this Armstrong team. They've gone 2-1 so far. The one loss was to an excellent Wayzata team. Pretty good group for them this year. They feel like, they're maybe a sleeper team to be a real competitor in the Northwest Suburban.
Well, that's going to be a challenge because that conference is so tough and so evenly played. But they're off to a good start, feel comfortable. They know what they have to do. They have the right players in the right place, and they're just moving forward.
Yeah, one of four teams at 2-0 coming into tonight's contest. So obviously it's very early and a lot can happen, but they've gotten a couple of conference wins. The one loss was, as we said, to Wayzata, team not in the Northwest Suburban. And for Totino-Grace, getting better is what Coach Vance said, but they have really struggled scoring. One goal so far in the first four games, an 0-4 start. They know it's an uphill battle in this league, but trying to get better, and they feel like, okay, tonight if we compete well, we just build a little bit.
Yeah, look for some building blocks. That's what we've got to do. Yeah, they have some injuries to worry about. They don't have the right players in the right place right now, but they are building. They're moving on, trying to get to be a better team.
Let's talk about key players to look at in tonight's game. First of all, for the visiting Eagles, Joe Morey, captain for them and a returning veteran, a 4-year varsity player for them, really providing some stability for them. As Sid kind of alluded to, they've had to move some players around position-wise, including moving maybe their best defender back in goal. So Morey is one of those guys that they hope can settle things down and be a real positive force for them in the midfield area. And for Armstrong, Micah Miller, one of their captains, they've got a lot of seniors on this team. He hit double figures in goals a year ago. Miller had 10 goals and off to a pretty good start this year. 2 goals and an assist so far in their first 3 games. He won't be starting tonight, but definitely a contributor and a key contributor to this Falcons team. Armstrong won the regular season meeting very early in the year with Totino-Grace last year. They're looking to take care of business tonight, but at the same time, these are high school kids. Their coaches have to be a little bit worried that, okay, we see this team's 0-4, but we have to make sure we come out sharp regardless of who's on the other side of the ball.
Right. You can't look at the score. You can't say 0-4, well, we're going to just nonchalant it. That's a good way to lose. We've seen that too many times. Yeah, they have an 0-4 record, but you can't say that they have bad players. They don't. And they can beat you if you're going to be too lazy to get out there and work hard.
All right. Should be an interesting contest here tonight. Totino-Grace and Armstrong. A warm night, no breeze here. They'll have to be hydrating quite a bit here this evening, but it'll be a good contest here between the Eagles and the Falcons. Boys soccer is up next here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
And welcome back here to Armstrong as we get set for tonight's contest here. The field pretty much all in shadow now as we get set for the second game of the doubleheader. Totino-Grace winning the girls game over the new co-op, Armstrong Cooper. For girls and boys, they are still separate programs. We're going to be seeing the Cooper boys next week on CCX, and tonight the Armstrong boys taking on Totino-Grace as Grace in white, and we are underway. Drive it deep up the middle of the field here. Falcons gaining control with Daniel Jacobson finding James Sando, knocked away. It'll be a throw for Totino-Grace as Abel Werku will trigger it in here for the Eagles. Nice job to keep it alive there by Tommy Dabo Lawal, but Cleared back into the Grace zone here. Vincent Jacob will turn and play it back to his keeper, Jack Yoakum, one of their captains and one of their top defenders, who because of injury has moved into goal and played the last few games. And so kind of shifting a couple positions around based on that change too. So maybe not exactly the team that, down the stretch of the season that they will hope to have out there, but he's done a solid job according to Bill Vance, the Eagles head coach. And at early glance here, it looks like we may or may not have ball chasers here. This takes us back to many years ago when the players had to go get the ball a long ways away.
I think you're right. I don't see any ball chasers out there. So we moved back a few years.
No pressure on. The Eagles are going to go long with it up the middle there. Jacobson trying to trap it down. Now flicked ahead toward Sando, trying to send it up. William Saar lurking, but they couldn't quite get it to him, and it'll come to Yoakum, the Eagles keeper. Got that one, a strong kick out to midfield, but Falcons interrupting any attempt to get offense going for Grace. Now they'll get a chance as they try to go right side to Maury. Despite slipping there, still nice job by Israel Mana, but then the Eagles get the turnover back and then taken right back again the other way for Armstrong by Nathan Hunt. Quick transition for the Eagles. A lot of bodies though at midfield. Saar dropping it right back to Ryder Tomlinson, and they play it long. This will be offside though, and it comes rolling into Yoakum anyway, but free kick here for Totino-Grace. Couple minutes into the contest here and no score on the board. Eagles looking for their first win of the year. Armstrong trying to go to 3-1. Falcons were a little under 500 last year, 7-9 overall. Grace 3 wins, and both teams lost in the quarterfinals of their respective sections. So I think fair to say they'd both, like to go a little bit farther this year. And long pass deflected off the defender. Good recovery though to come over and break that up. Mana's return pass gets away, but Saar coming back nicely to meet it for the Falcons. Bennett Higgins banging it long up the middle. Sando trying to get there. The keeper way out. Yoakum plays it ahead. Nice one touch there by Atanga. Now Maury trying to get a little space there, but too many defenders. Maury trying to win that ball back. Now they give it away right to him. Over here to Atanga, but that one is denied by Mana. And Atanga might have gotten away with a push there, but they'll say play on. Worku. Return pass didn't make it there though, because Tomlinson jumped in for Armstrong. Not staying on anybody's foot for long here. Back and forth turnovers a little bit too, but both teams looking to get rid of it in a hurry. Nobody trying to hang on to it for very long.
And that's probably by choice because they don't want to be attacked from the other side and lose possession. Armstrong trying to get the ball up, and Totino-Grace in their way.
Yeah, I haven't really had any, either gaining much possession or any dominance in this early going. Really trying to play direct up the middle. Armstrong kind of a, high risk, high reward look a little bit here. They're trying to spring, see if they can't get a breakaway going, but so far not able to do anything of the sort as that pass goes by Nathan Orr. Throw here for Totino-Grace. They'll come back with it and then way across. That one kind of in the middle of everyone, but Worku will get to it.
Yeah, that worked out. That it didn't start out going towards anybody.
And that call will go against Armstrong as Atanga was bumped into there by Hunt. Now it's the Eagles sending one long, but it's going to get all the way to the keeper, Riley Hansen. We'll roll it out to Elijah Duke, and playing it now to Daniel Jacobson up the left side. Nice ball there to Sando, and then a return. They've got a chance here. Saar walking in, and he will score. Yoakum came out to challenge, and he got a little piece of the ball initially, but then Saar didn't panic and just stayed with it and had a gaping wide open net to shoot for there. So the Falcons will strike first. We said they've been trying to go direct and see if they can't spring somebody, and we saw exactly that there. They stayed on side. As you get a look at the pass there from Sando, almost a 2-on-0 there, really. And Yoakum, I don't think it was a bad idea to come out and challenge, but it just didn't get the bounce that he wanted there as it went off his body right back to the dribbler.
Yeah, and he ended up with a pretty easy shot on goal.
Saar getting his second goal of this season. It comes in the 6th minute of the contest. So Armstrong taking a 1-0 lead here over the Eagles. And trying to get another action going here. Oh, and Yoakum has to make a big save.
That was a huge save.
Roll to the outside for Werku. Now here's Morey. That ball actually got over the line, so throw for Armstrong as Mana will quickly trigger it in here to Hunt. Picked up by Higgins there for the Falcons as they will look to attack up the right side. Now looking way across. Jacobson tracks it down.
It was a 2-on-2 for a few seconds. Armstrong still not pushing other forwards up.
Way back across to Saar as he traps it down. Wanted to give and go there, but didn't quite get a clean connection. But Tomlinson, then his pass knocked away. Armstrong kind of starting to pin Totino-Grace in their own zone a little bit here as we move along in this first half. 1-0 Falcons, 5:53 in. William Saar put them on the board. And there's a clean takeaway by Ryder Tomlinson Sterud, but then his through ball didn't quite make it. Werku trying to chase it down, but it went out. It'll be a throw for Armstrong. Kind of look like they want to keep their foot on the gas a little bit, not let Totino-Grace get any kind of rest or breather here after that goal.
Yeah, they have the momentum and they want to keep it.
And their head coach, Marcus Anthony, really talking about wanting to make sure that their team, really plays together and plays. He knows, to go where they want to go, to beat the really good teams, they're going to have to know to rely on all 11 and really use teamwork and gel well together rather than, getting a couple individuals doing all the work and all that. They feel like they've got a good 11 out there. Here's a cross, and it almost went in. Defender with a stop after Jacobson directing it. Would have been interesting to see if that one had gone inside that far post. It looked like it probably would have.
It would have. From the angle we have that we're seeing, that would have gone in. But the defender was right there to head it out. Here you see it again.
Yeah, Vince Jacob getting back on the line. And he did a good job of just getting his body squared up enough to head the ball out of the net rather than in.
You're right. Good job.
On the flip side of that, though, for your Grace, you're hoping, if there's a lot of chances that are like that tonight, it could be a pretty long night. That was a good play, no doubt, but they're giving up too many good looks at the net here in the early going.
And here they come again, trying to size it up.
Yoakum's going to pounce on that one in the middle of the group there. As Hunt was looking for a little space to either get a good cross away or try and maybe sneak that one inside the post himself, but Yoakum beat him to it. Duke with the header. Swinging out right here to Worku. Finding Morey. Morey getting a step to the outside, and then the pass just a little behind Debu Lowell. They'll get it right back though. Nice little move there by Janicek over to Morey, redirect, but it's going to just roll slowly into Riley Hansen, the Armstrong keeper. Header there by Jacob. Falcons able to win this one, and they'll send it long. Stayed onside there. Sando. Oh, and that one's going to end up rolling wide as Yoakum came way out to challenge.
Oh, he had him. He went right past the keeper, then could not control it. And that one drifted just to the right side. But Armstrong doing a great job of putting some pressure on the Totino-Grace defense.
Saar will check out. Miller coming in. We mentioned it's a quite a warm evening with really no breeze to speak of too.
No.
So I think you're gonna see the guys wanting to stay hydrated, but maybe a little more subbing perhaps than what you might see later in the season. I'm gonna head this one back to Hansen, the keeper. He'll just keep it going as he gets it to Duke. A dangerous back pass there. Morey almost took it. And this will be a throw for Grace. Eagles will look to send it left here. Onto the foot of Atanga there. Spinning to get it is Michelson. But Falcons able to force the turnover and try and get it going back. Now they'll circle back a little bit. Higgins long up the sideline. Here's Miller trying to get to it. Miller almost forced a turnover there. Michelson, who's been battling a little bit of an injury, was questionable to go tonight, but he is out there. Tried to go back outside to Michelson there, and it will get out of play. It's a throw coming up here for Armstrong. Falcons leading at 1-0. 3 subs getting set to come in for Grace. Looks like they'll have to wait till next time around, though. Lofted ahead up the middle. Jacob volleyed it, but now Miller. Little give and go there, but the second pass was behind its target, and Worku intercepted. Mana with a strong step up, but it'll be a throw for Grace. Coach Anthony directing his guys, come to the ball, you got to meet that.
For Totino-Grace coming into the game, number 3, Tanner Johnson.
There's a look at Marcus Anthony, the Armstrong head coach. Third year running their program now.
And maybe that was the answer, Jay, that they're going to be bringing in a lot of substitutions, keep them fresh, keep them hydrated.
There it comes, Tanner Johnson. Now Tanner Smith. Going toward Morey there, but that one broken up. Jacobson looking up the line here with it. Pat Pony trying to find some space there, and a good initial move, but then Worku jumped in to help out, but still advanced the ball down that sideline.
Fighting for the ball. Armstrong comes away with it, and I think they're going to get a throw here, and it's already back in.
Put it in play again. Hunt sending one to the front, but that one turned out.
2-1-2 break.
William Junker carrying it here for the Eagles. Ooh, that one didn't quite connect.
No. They had one more forward coming on the right side, but he didn't get there in time.
Right back the other way we go. Pony trying to get to this one. It will be a Grace throw in though. 15 minutes in now, 1-0. William Saar putting Armstrong on the board. They have pretty much controlled the action, especially, you know, as the half has gone on here. And here's Miller coming up with it as a Eagle player a little slow to get up. Little return pass out to Miller. Trying to get free to get a cross away. Miller spinning into the defender, had it taken away. Maybe a little too much one-on-one there.
It stays in. Now it's out.
Armstrong will get a throw here. Back to Duke. Now Miller tapping it ahead. Or try to get a return. Miller goes down. Eagles get it back. Maybe not for long though. Well, yep, nice job to keep possession there by Michelson. Almost intercepted. Now they get it ahead to Tennessee Doe. But Falcons able to once again force the turnover. And then taken right back. Miller though tapping it ahead to Tomlinson. Up the left side, here's Danny Jacobson playing it to the front. Opportunity here, and Yoakum got a piece of that one. Boy, it looked like Pony took too long to decide what he was going to do there. He had plenty of room to rip a shot, but maybe was looking for the perfect chance when he had instead a very good one, right? Because it was a good timing on the pass. If he just lets that go right there, I don't know how.
Yeah.
He really... I think he would like to have that one to do again. Let's put it that way.
No, I think you're right. I think he waited just a little bit too long.
May not have realized just how open he was when that ball first got to him.
Joey Jacobson.
Nathan Hunt will take the corner kick here as it was out off the keeper, so Armstrong will still get a opportunity out of this one.
Ooh, a little bit too far. It's going to go all the way across.
Trying to set up a header, but just didn't quite have the right depth there. So throw for the Eagles. So they had dodged a bullet a little bit there as a great opportunity went by the wayside for Pat Pony and the Falcons. Tanner Johnson carrying it hard up the left side for Grace. Nice ball here. And the shot attempt is in. Tough angle, and Junker is able to find the net there for Totino-Grace. I think everybody was kind of looking at it saying like, well, that was a nice pass to start the play, but we were sort of giving up on, on that ball a little bit.
I think that angle just caught everybody off guard.
Couldn't have placed this any better.
Look at this move right here.
Hansen.
Boom.
Watching it sail up and then off the far post and in. It's a heck of a shot here for Junker.
Yeah, that's making use of that near post, isn't it?
So 1-1 our score here. About 18 minutes into the contest. Armstrong trying to answer in a hurry here. Jacobson runs it down. That crossing pass turned away, but then taken right back by Ryder Tomlinson Sterwood, and they'll go on the attack again. Jacobson to Miller. Back out. Here's a cross and didn't quite connect as Tomlinson Sterwood sending that one to the far post. I think they have to be pleased they're generating chances. I'm sure Armstrong right now would say we probably should have more than one, but still, when you're generating chances and shots, you like that part of it.
Yeah, that's the idea. And you want to keep the momentum on your side. You want to keep putting the pressure on.
And it feels like as long as you're getting offense, it kind of takes the pressure away to feel like we have to convert any good chance we get. I mean, yeah, you'd like to.
You'd like to, yeah, but the pressure is not on you that much. Of course, they gave up a goal, so now the pressure mounts up a little bit more to try and get the lead back.
Play to the outside here toward Tomlinson. He's going to step to the middle. Couple of nice moves, and then his shot was blocked. But it'll be a corner here for the Falcons, as he did a good job making the defender think he was going to shoot that ball, a little bit early, and then stepped around him instead.
Coming in number 7, Moses Kamara.
Moses Kamara, the freshman, reporting in here for Armstrong as they try and break this 1-1 tie. They had a 1-0 lead for quite some time until that goal by Junker. Now it comes loose out front. Ooh, looked like for a moment Pony was going to be able to just tap that one in. Here's Yoakum, the keeper, grabbing it for Grace.
That's a little risky when you hit it back to the keeper. You better hope he's ready for that return shot from your own defender.
Miller. Plenty of room here as they kind of back off. Now he's able to drop that pass through to Kamara. Looking ahead, Pony. He will drop it to Hunt. And then the Eagles able to break that up and take it. Right up the line, though, Duke got to it. And here's Miller. Miller, nice ball ahead to Pony. Tried to get it to Kamara. Now it comes back to Miller. He was run off that, and I think he felt he was fouled there, but play on. Falcons go right back to it. Now here's Junker, who had that goal for the Eagles on a tough angle shot. And it'll be a throw for Grace. Kamara almost had a takeaway. Swing it way across here. Cerna looking for Maury. And gonna let that one roll all the way through. It'll be a goal kick here for Armstrong as we've passed the halfway point in the first half. 1-1 our score. Armstrong had been pretty much dominating, but Grace, really their first and only good chance, ends up in the net. And so we are at 1 apiece. Ooh, Maury with a takeaway there. Still could be dangerous here. Michelson dropping it off. Johnson working his way free. He was held up, and it'll be a foul against Armstrong. Tanner Johnson started to break free there and was grabbed a bit, so a free kick here for Totino-Grace. He'll be gaining a little confidence after getting that goal of their own there.
Just outside the penalty box area, but still dangerous. And depending on where the keeper goes, you can get a nice opening in that corner. Oh.
Into the wall instead, it goes there, then headed high to the front. Falcons getting to it, and they'll be able to clear. Jacob running it down, trying to serve one right back in. And a little takedown there. Oh, it's going to go against Totino-Grace. I don't think Tennessee Doe agreed with that. I kind of thought he was pulled down too. Yeah. But official did not see it that way.
That's a 50-50. You leave that one up to the referee.
Riley Hansen will boot it here for Armstrong. Gets plenty of leg into this one. Pony heading it across there toward Joey Jacobson, but he can't get to it. It'll be a throw here for Grace. Falcons quickly force a turnover. And now Miller with some room in the middle of the field. Tried to send that one toward Pony, but intercepted, and then right back on the counter comes Grace. Doe.
Waiting for somebody to come up and help him. Now he gets it.
Maury back for Doe. Oh, it looked like a good setup, but just a little bit off on the timing.
He's just behind him. Otherwise, he had a pretty good shot. Here comes Armstrong up the side on the counter.
Pony dropping it to the front. Kamara stepping to his right. Kamara rips a shot. Oh, and it's off the football crossbar. And just high there as he got a golden opportunity. Nice setup, and he really did a nice job clearing space for himself, getting to his right foot and lining it up. did everything but put it away here as he got a little bit underneath it too much.
He hit the goalpost and came right back down. So.
Saar coming back into the lineup here for Armstrong. Mana as well. Saar has the Falcons goal in this one. They've had probably about another 3 near misses here. They've it is 1-1 on the board, and that's what counts, but Armstrong has certainly had more chances and more time of possession in the offensive zone by far than Grace. Morey drops off a nice pass there, and then Atanga sending it up. Gonna play it back to the keeper there as Higgins won the race to that one. Hansen, though, kind of mishits this, and it'll be a throw for Grace. Cerna comes middle of the field with it there. Gets the return now from Tanner Johnson, crossing it here. Junker trying to read that ball and run it down. It's going to be a throw for TG. Eagles have started to do some nice things. I kind of see what Bill Vance was saying, that, you know, he said, we're improving. And, you know, it's just that we're playing a lot of good teams, too, in this league that, you know, maybe the results haven't been there. But there's a one-hopper in on net. Hansen ready for that one.
Well, like you said, you can only improve, and that's what they're playing fairly well now. They're moving the ball good. Good passing.
Or he passes that one to himself up the sideline. It's going to be a throw for Grace. He'll quickly come back in. Tanner Johnson dropping it back. Jacob swinging it left side. And that one maybe rushed a little bit too much. You're not too likely to score from that far out.
No, nothing on that one.
Riley Hansen putting his foot to it here for Armstrong. Now Miller trying to get a return pass ahead. Does so to Tomlinson Sterud. Eagles have seemed quicker to the ball late than they were earlier in the game. A lot of Armstrong was winning most of those earlier.
Yeah, I think their confidence boosted up quite a bit when they got that goal to tie it up.
Back for Morey. And he was tripped up. Yep, that'll be a free kick here for the Eagles. Gonna go quick with it. And here's a shot, and that'll skip wide. Hansen over there and then watched it go, as he knew that there was a chance he wouldn't handle it cleanly, so just watched it sail out.
Substitution for Armstrong coming into the game, number 8, Nathan Orr.
Nathan Orr back in here for the Falcons as he got a breather and will come back in. They've kind of got the rotation set, it feels like, here so far, using good mix of players. Picked off. Eagles trying to turn it back. Now re-intercepted, though, by Armstrong, and now here's Kamara. Kamara getting to the outside, waiting for back pass here to Miller, and it's up and over the top. Boy, good job by Kamara, because he was running out of room to take a shot himself, but he recognized that, okay, I don't have anybody on the same plane as me, but how about if I look back?
Right.
That was actually a very good idea.
Yeah, the only problem was Miller got underneath it just a little bit too much, or the bouncing ball was a little bit too much from the handle.
And a whistle. We're going to have a card issued here, it looks like.
Yep. Stopping the clock.
They've been quite slow on the clock stopping tonight.
Yeah.
Looks like Cerna was issued the yellow card.
Substitutions for Totino-Grace coming in, number 12, Keenan Fredine, and number 17, Daniel Janison. Coming in for your Armstrong Falcons, number 5, Bowden Sundell.
So Hunt will take the free kick here for Armstrong. To the front to Miller. Now it's bouncing around out there, and it's put away. Kamara will tap it in, and Armstrong retakes the lead.
Scoring for your Armstrong Falcons, number 7, Moses Kamara.
So Kamara, they got the nice free kick. Miller chest trapping it up, and then it's just kind of a free-for-all, and Kamara quick to the ball, able to put it in for his second goal of the season as a freshman.
A lot of traffic in front, mostly red, and takes advantage of that situation, makes it 2-1.
Officials having a little discussion here.
I think they may have been conferring about that yellow card. Who knows? We'll find out.
So Armstrong back in front at 2-1 here as the Eagles try and bounce back from that. About 10.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Ooh, and there's a turnover for us. Kamara trying to come up with it. Goes around the defender. Kamara is in alone. Yoakum, though, came out to meet him. Wow, great save there.
Well, Yoakum came out at the last second. Here's a mistake on the defense. Another miss. Yoakum comes out and then scrambles on top of the ball.
Boy, Kamara almost was going to have 2 goals within a minute there.
Yeah, he was right there.
Yoakum, sometimes people who aren't, the regular keeper will stay back a little bit and not, be a little unsure of themselves. If he's going to err, it's going to be on the side of aggression. He's coming out after everything.
Oh, yeah.
Which, sometimes can burn you, but sometimes it can save you.
It usually saves you because there's too much traffic in front of you that somebody's not going to get a good clean shot away.
Yeah, exactly. And from the distance that was away, if you're just standing back on the goal line, that's too much net to shoot at. Chances are not that good that they're going to miss. So
exactly.
If you come out and kind of force the action, you've got at least a shot to make the play, and that's what happened.
Yep, and he did the right thing.
Drop back here to Higgins. Here they come again. Tried to sneak that one through, but a follow-up opportunity presents itself as well. Head to Kamara. He'll go out to the left toward Miller. Miller crossing it here. Got by the first couple, and then they'll come and regain it. Now Armstrong starting to dominate again. Hunt. Ran into a little traffic there. Now Duke coming up to get it. Ooh, good work the other way, though, by Doe. And then Duke takes it right back. Duke chipping with the left foot towards Saar. Oh, and he air mills that one over the top.
He got too excited and just unloaded on that ball.
And I think he was trying to catch it on the right hop at the right time, and it got up a little high, thigh high rather than maybe shin high. And
right, we'll see it on the replay, but no, I think you're right. I think he caught that on the bounce, probably on the way up, and got underneath it. But he certainly gave it a good swing. Here's the goal kick. Low drive.
Headed back toward Kamara, then a collision there. Let's see who this call will go against TG. Nope, I'm sorry, the other way, against Armstrong's Kamara. Header there by Danny Jacobson. Now Falcons get it going back upfield. Play onside here. Saar has Kamara with him. Saar slams on the brakes, fires, and scores. second of the night for Saar. He didn't panic there. He kind of took a look around. I think a lot of people were, playing toward pass because it seemed like that was going to happen, but instead he is able to bury it.
Yeah, good patience that time.
Saar will get his second of the night and third of the season.
Falcons, number 9.
You see the shot fake stops. A lot of times you don't have time to do all of this, but he recognized that he did. And just the presence of Kamara, I think, had everybody's attention, somewhat to the middle there. And Saar did a nice job putting it away. 3-1 lead. Drive it up the middle of the field there, but that one broken up by Duke. Morey takes it right back, though. Here's Johnson. Nice return there. Morey getting a little space here for the Eagles. Morey will take that shot. Defender might have got a piece of it, and Hansen over to scoop it up. He was still a ways out on the field. I'm not saying that wasn't the right play to shoot that ball, but that was going to be a tough one to get by the keeper unless it was perfectly placed. This time he'll chip it to the front. Of course, they did score on the one that you would have thought was a worse angle than that.
Right. You never know.
Saar trying to gain control along that line and does keep it alive. Nice move to the middle. Now finds Miller open, trying to go to Kamara here. Kamara knocks it down. Kamara stepping in, and he will score. Wow, Armstrong putting on a flurry as Kamara getting his second goal after Saar had just gotten his second of the night.
Scoring for your Armstrong Falcons, number 7, Moses.
Boy, so had the floodwaters opened.
It looked like that pass was mishit a little bit, but a nice job by Kamara to trap it down, and then, gosh, he kind of made that look easy going by the defender there.
He stepped by the defender and had an open shot.
So 4-1 lead here for Armstrong. As I was saying earlier that they were kind of dominating the play a little bit, and it, maybe wasn't showing when it got to be 1-1, but now they have really opened things up. Duke sending it to Miller. He'll keep that ball moving. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. I mean, there's no hesitation on these passes. No indecision. Here's Saar. Here they come once more. Saar looking for space, cutting it to the middle. Tried to go to Miller. Ooh, he was taken down there, but legally so, apparently. Now Yoakum up with it here for the Eagles. Sent up the left side, but Mana there first, but a little too nonchalant with it and taken away. Junker, who has the Grace's goal, trying to free that one up, but it'll be out off of Totino, so throw here for the Falcons.
Substitutions for Totino-Grace.
Titus Fagan, number 5, comes in for Totino-Grace.
Armstrong Falcons, number 16, Mohammed Abdul-Rahman.
Mohammed Abdul-Rahman coming on for Armstrong, as you see Orko checking out. Pushed up that right side. Falcons keep it moving. Nice takeaway there, though, by Jacob. And then he was tripped up. Free kick here for Totino-Grace. They're kind of hoping to regroup at halftime here after that lead all of a sudden ballooned up to 4-1 for Armstrong.
And it happened quickly.
Yeah, 3 goals in less than about a 5-minute span, just under 5 minutes total. But for those 3 goals, as it was 1-1, and then it was all of a sudden Went from 2-1 to 3-1 to 4-1, just like that. Miller. Well, and I kind of talked about it at the time too, that Armstrong, you know, as long as you're generating the kind of chances they are, you figure eventually
something's
you're
going to
get them.
Yeah.
Oh, Miller was tripped up and he's shaken up a little bit. Looks like he's going to be all right though. So free kick here for Armstrong. Hunt looking to put this one in play here. Gonna curl it to the front and deflected in.
Oh.
Wow, nice job to get to that one. Really good pass as well.
What a nice curve on that ball, and then just deflected it in.
Number 19, senior Nathan.
So Hunt able to put it away.
Here, see it again.
Or Hunt getting the initial. Let's see, maybe it goes off a defender.
No.
No, I thought it was Miller that got a piece of this. They were all congratulating Hunt, though. Well, either way, it's the 5th goal for the Falcons. And perfectly played. Maybe they're, you know, good. It did seem like Miller got a piece, but it might have been off the defender. So,
well, then would still go. To Miller.
And they're still congratulating Hunt for a good pass. Either way, whether he gets the goal or not.
Right. He gets the assist, and that was a beautiful curveball.
Yeah.
And so Totino-Grace now really fighting a wall.
Armstrong hungry for more late, and they'll get a corner kick out of this one as it was knocked off of Sando's foot.
Only the 3rd corner for Armstrong.
Hunt will take the corner.
He did pretty good the last time he had a set play.
Yeah, and it'll come right back out if he can get there, and they'll try to serve another one in, and it's a header and a goal and another assist as it's put away here for Armstrong by Abdul Rahman. And wow, they just continue to dominate.
And
scoring for Armstrong, number 6, Bennett Higgins.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Higgins rather getting that goal.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the assist goes to Hunt.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we see it again.
If we can see.
Nice curve. Look at that curve ball. Whoa.
Oh yeah, 6 and 16 were there together, but it definitely is 6. Higgins who gets the goal. My apologies there, Bennett. So a 6-1 lead here for Armstrong.
1 minute left in the first half.
And played long up the middle there. It's going to come through to Yoakum. Janicek sending it ahead, knocked away. Falcons coming back for more. Lofted up the middle, and Yoakum will win the race for that one as Sando is giving chase there as we're under 20 seconds to go in the first half. Armstrong with a scoring outburst to break a 1-1 tie.
9, 8, 7.
Back
6,
for Maury here.
4, 3.
And we'll count down toward halftime here. And what a first half for the guys in red. Armstrong blowing this one open big time as they lead it by a score of 6-1 at halftime. We'll have first half highlights and then our second half of soccer. Northwest Suburban action here on CCX Sports. Armstrong all over Totino-Grace.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Welcome back here to Armstrong. Falcons with a big scoring outburst late in that first half, pulling away to lead Totino-Grace 6-1 here in our boys soccer contest on CCX Sports. Let's take a look at highlights from the opening half. Armstrong kind of was dominating from the start, although it took a while to break it open. They got a nice ball ahead to Saar there, and he gets past the keeper, and that leaves him an open opportunity to tuck it away past Yoakum. That one came in the 6th minute. And it stayed 1-0 for quite a while, even though Armstrong had the lead. And then a great shot here by Junker as he pushes it to the outside and lets it rip off the post and in. Wow. And it was at that point tied 1-1, and Grace was playing pretty well, but boy, then it got away from him in a hurry. Kamara was held on the jersey there, and then it ultimately leads to this. Miller getting it in front, and then Kamara coming loose to score it. Another angle on that one as it was loose. Kamara volleying it in, and that was not the last of his goals in the half. He gets the ball here, gets it free, and this time Yoakum able to win the battle. Yoakum's been under siege here tonight. And then it's Saar slamming on the brakes, stops, turns, fires, scores his 2nd of the night. You were already thinking at that point, well, wow, they got a nice lead, but they were not done yet. Saar sending this one across. Miller, Kamara will trap it down, go around the defender, and tuck it in. So he scored twice in about a 5-minute span. And then this one out front, Miller, after Hunt's perfect free kick, I believe Miller should get that goal. They called it Hunt up on top, but I think it was tapped in by Miller. And then another one as Higgins deflecting that one in with the header off another great setup by Hunt. Wow, Hunt has shown an ability to put the ball where he wants to, whether it's on a set piece or even not. And you see the stats obviously favoring the Falcons.
Oh, absolutely. For Totino-Grace, 1 goal, 6 shots, 4 on goal, 3 fouls. On the other side, Armstrong with 12 shots, 8 on goal, 4 fouls, and 3 corners.
So we'll see what transpires in the second half. Obviously, pretty lopsided game right now, but both teams, I think you have to kind of mentally try and wipe the slate clean a little bit and say, let's just play a good second half, regardless of we're the team that's way ahead or the team that is way behind. We will take a timeout here as we get into our second half of soccer. It is Armstrong leading Totino-Grace 6-1 in Northwest Suburban Boys action on CCX.
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one. Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
And we change ends to begin half number 2 as Armstrong in command at 6-1. You're kind of hoping, if on their side, that let's keep that momentum. I mean, yeah, maybe we're not going to score 6 more goals, but let's not really let up. Let's keep playing sharp. I mean, they jumped on, and I don't mean to say you want to pile it on or that we're looking to humiliate them or anything like that, but just keep playing good soccer.
Yeah, you don't want to crawl into a shell. That's not going to help you any. I think with Totino-Grace, they got to figure out some way to get their defenders into the play, because they're just giving up way too much space behind the line.
Yeah, we were talking at halftime that they, obviously we said Yoakum is not normally a keeper, and maybe his inexperience showing a little bit, but most of those were because the D just allowed way too much room, and and it wasn't even just one person. I mean, he did the best he could under the circumstances. He actually saved a couple that could have easily been in.
Yeah, he made some good saves, but no, you're right. They were too open, almost too easy. But Armstrong should not start to rest on their laurels.
And especially this early in the game too. Yeah. I mean, like I said, whether you score or not, again, isn't really the big issue. It's just, do you keep playing the right way, keep sharing the ball. That pass broken up by Adam Newman there for Armstrong, and now here they come looking to attack. This one sent long. The race is on here. Now the flag comes up, the ball goes in, but it won't count. That's going to be offside, as it was Sando hustling to get to that ball.
I think while we have a second, should say the center referee is Steve Cooper. AR1 is Aaron Fredrickson. AR2 is Bill Kataska. Doing a pretty good job of the game. Not too many fouls actually for a boys' game. There's usually gets a little bit not rough, but a little bit of competition, and fouls are called. It's been relatively a clean game. And here comes Armstrong again.
Played to the outside now to Orr, and he's going to hook one toward William Saar. And that one just a little too far for him to get to. Then they turn it over, though, and it comes back to Saar. Cutting it to the middle. He'll drop the pass off. Orr has a little room. He'll shoot. Punched out of there. Then a long rebound is in. Saar will score it as he wins the race to that rebound after a good save by Yoakum. Looked like the defender really was closer to that one, but Saar just turned on the speed and effort to win the race, and he will get his 3rd of the night.
Scoring for Armstrong, number 9, William Saar.
You see it again.
See that nice save?
Nice save, yep. And the defenders are there, but there's a hole, and in it goes.
Knocked away, and backup field comes. And I think that was kind of a good example sometimes, Sig, of being rewarded for making the right play. On the initial play, Saar could have shot the ball, but he passed it.
Right.
And then he ultimately gets a rebound. It's sort of like a good lesson there that when you make the right soccer play,
absolutely,
even if it's not initially, you might get rewarded.
Right, and that'll come back to be a plus for the next practice, because they'll say, hey, remember we did this and we did that, and how it paid off. So I think I agree with you. I don't think they're going to be trying to pull it on, but they're certainly not going to back off because they want to play the game. I mean, they may play substitutes, but that's up to the coach.
Saar leaving it back and now hooked way to the far side. That one didn't quite connect. And it will be a throw, let's see, for Armstrong. Jacobson triggering this ball in. And then volleyed up the sideline there. Duke getting to it though. Or shooting. Joachim a save again. It was almost like a carbon copy. But this time the rebound put over the top.
It was, just didn't quite get there.
Sando in the right position, but just got underneath that, and he's disappointed. But obviously they've, boy, it's amazing how similar this play developed.
Yeah,
as the previous one.
Yeah. The only difference is that the second shot went way too high.
Or dropping it back now to Newman. Coming long, Sando trying to gain control and almost did so. To the outside here is Orr will cross this one. Tap to the outside and they'll go back on the attack. Orr leaving it there for Tomlinson. Takeaway though, and the Eagles trying to counter. Matanga sending this ball long, race on here, and just out to the edge of the box comes Hansen to grab it. Higgins, a lot of room to look at here, and he'll drop that pass off. Now it comes outside to Newman. Sando chasing it down. Sando. And looked like he was trying to drop it off to Saar there, but he wasn't quite up. I think Saar's telling him, you go ahead and shoot that ball. You had enough space yourself. But and it actually looks like it will be a corner, though. They got a piece of it on the pass or shot. Here's Hunt, the guy who's had the magic foot in terms of putting the ball in great scoring position.
He's had 2 big assists. He may get 3. He's got that hook.
Here's a chance, save, and the rebound is in as Ryder Tomlinson Sterud will put this one away. And the Falcon Express just keeps on rolling here.
Scoring for Armstrong, number 10, Ryder Tomlinson Sterud.
He'll get his second of the season as you get another look. The first one saved and puts the rebound in calmly there.
Substitution for Armstrong coming into the
Pony will come in.
It's been like a clinic for Armstrong. Everything they're doing is right. I did notice that Totino-Grace pulled back their defenders a little bit more than in the first half, but they can't stop these guys.
Played across now to Worku. Chipping it long here. That shot attempt denied by Mana. It's going to be a corner though for Grace. As Gibson trying to take that shot there for TG.
Let's see if they can make something out of this.
Joe Morey coming over to take this corner kick for Grace. And you're going to go short with it, and then they'll return it to Morey. Sending it out front, but strong header to clear it.
Good idea. They brought the ball back in. There were about 3 white jerseys there, and didn't quite connect. Armstrong was
And
too tight.
Morey tapped that corner so short, it was almost like he was passing it to himself there, which obviously he can't do, but they just all did a little one-touch back to him and just left him with a good setup. I thought it was a pretty good read.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Is he passing it to himself? He can't do that.
Higgins controlling here for Armstrong. Nice ball there. Boy, they're finding the right spacing all the time, too, it feels like.
Yeah, they're connecting on these passes.
They're reading the defense very well. Some of the passes are short. A lot of them, though, are pretty long, but they still seem to be finding their targets.
Yeah, they're connecting well.
That one, however, broken up by Vince Jacob. Eagles looking to bring it up their left side here is Worku. And that one didn't connect, and it'll be a throw here for Armstrong. Falcons led 6-1 at halftime. They've already tacked on a couple more goals in the first 9 minutes here of this second half to make it 8-1. And not, understandably, I think Totino-Grace a little demoralized right now. You never come into a game expecting a score like this, but you got to keep plugging. That's about all you can say. There's a lot of season left to go, and you can't hang your head.
No, and you still have a lot to learn. Even though you're behind by 7 goals, you can still have to work on your play, your passing, your ball possession.
Gibson trying to turn and go, but that one taken away again here by Armstrong. Played back toward Newman, and he will bang it long, but mishit it a little bit. It goes out of play. A throw coming up for Totino-Grace. Tanga, they'll keep it moving toward Vincent Gibson. Changes coming here as Miller will come back in for Armstrong. Johnson,
Substitutions for Totino-Grace.
Loha,
Number 3, Tanner Johnson.
and Junker coming in here for Totino-Grace.
And number 18, Chris Loya. Coming in for your Armstrong Falcons, senior captain number 13, Micah Miller.
Takeaway here for Grace. Serna playing it up the side there. It'll come right back over to Fredine. But Falcons able to win this ball. Play it back toward Higgins, and he'll keep it moving to Newman, and he's going to use his keeper here as he comes to Hansen with it. Or swinging it back across. They just like to keep this moving, get everybody a touch. Uh-oh, then there's a giveaway, and here's Junker looking for his second of the night. Oh, my goodness. Just barely missed as it goes off the crossbar. I was just thinking to myself, Armstrong, you better not get too confident just passing that ball around back there. And they gave it right to Junker, who scored the earlier goal from a bad angle. This time he had a lot of room to shoot and just doinks it off the crossbar.
Just a few inches lower, that was in. You're right, you can't get nonchalant. They did, and they almost paid. Well, not that it's going to be a threat for the match, but.
No, but that's still the kind of play you don't want to see if you're their team, right?
Yeah, you're gonna hear about that in practice coming up next week. About, you got to stay sharp the whole game.
Serna running this one down. He's going to come back to the keeper, and Yoakum just knocks it out of there. Falcons winning it back, though. Sando sending it out to the left. Now they get it middle. Trailing the play, lofted to the front, but knocked out of there by Vince Jacob for the Eagles. It'll be a throw coming here for Armstrong.
I think if I were the keeper, I would have called that one. Let it go. Let me punt it back out instead of turning it over.
Hunt getting it ahead to Miller. Miller looking to get a step. Keeps the ball moving there, but didn't get a shot away. And now loses it. And then Newman stepped in to take it right back. Newman's going to hook one on net, but it'll bounce in. Rather easy save for Yoakum there for the Eagles. Oops, Johnson run over a little bit there. It'll be a free kick for Totino-Grace. Worku taking that pass up the left side here. Plays it on the line. Junker trying to get past Newman. Cutting it back to the middle, and then he went outside with it. Higgins is going to watch it roll out. It'll be a throw for Armstrong. Falcons with Pony dropping that pass back, but it was broken up. It'll be a throw, though, for the Falcons. Newman will throw it in here for Armstrong, looking for their third win of the season in 4 tries, and obviously well on their way to that with this kind of a lead. It's been, they had a 3-goal loss to Wayzata, but then their 2 other wins were by 1 goal each. So tonight's a little bit more of a relaxer, I guess, if you will.
Right. You're doing all the right things and you're getting the right rewards for it.
17, Daniel Janisic, coming in for your Armstrong Falcons.
Or we'll throw it in here for Armstrong.
Number 7, Moses Kamara.
Kamara getting that nice pass away. He had a couple of goals in that first half, the freshman. And I tell you, it was kind of an efficient, because I don't know what, overall he probably didn't play more than maybe 12, 15 minutes at the most, and got those 2 goals and had one other very near miss.
That's being very efficient in your playing time.
Back it comes to Newman. Gonna serve one in here and a battle for it. Gets past everyone though, and now the Eagles, it'll be out of play. Throw coming for Armstrong. Most of the night they have really looked to keep the pace up and throw it back in, and we had Armstrong guy going down. Well, this might be cramps. Miller hobbling a little bit. And looks as though he's going to stay in though, so
he's going to try and walk it off.
Hunt. Switch it over now to Newman. Return pass, and then they try and come up the middle. Eagles looking to challenge these passes a little bit more. For a while they were just really laying back and letting Armstrong dictate everything, and I think that their coaches might be saying, yeah, it's 8-1, but I want effort these last 20 minutes. And I don't mean to say they weren't giving effort, but they maybe not hustling all out on some of these.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. Even if you're way behind, you still have to work on your game and put some effort into your routines and your process.
Chipped up the side. Kamara trying to get to it. Eagles will clear it out. Throw coming for Armstrong. Or we'll trigger it in here down toward the corner. Whoops, that one didn't find anyone. So goal kick here for Totino-Grace as the Eagles will sub in with Frank Denton. And for Armstrong, Bowden Sundell coming in. So one good thing, I guess, for both teams is you probably will get to play basically everybody that's, suited up here tonight.
Yep.
With this kind of a margin. And you don't want these kind of games if you're on the losing end, obviously. That goes without saying, but at least they look at it a little bit that, okay, we've got quite a few more games coming up here. At least let's be able to sub a little bit tonight.
Well, that would be the right thing to do. Give your...
Oh, Pony with a shot. Nice save. The rebound, and it's just knocked out of there before he could get another crack at it. And this will be a goal kick, as it looked like Armstrong was going to get another one, as Pat Pony was loose in front. He got stopped, and then just before he could put the rebound away, a defender got over there. That was a pretty good save, and then, yeah, he was just about to knock it in on that next try. Strong header, and Kamara coming back to get it. Sundell. And it's knocked away. It comes back to Miller. Abdul Rahman trying to get through there. And the Eagles able to clear it out, at least for the moment. Gibson running it down. But Armstrong, boy, again, forcing a turnover quickly. Nice passing back and forth they come. Miller will give it up, and then the return, maybe one too many there. It was still pretty, though. I like the idea. They were being unselfish here. I think if it weren't 8-1, you might kind of say, come on, you need to shoot the ball when you got the chance. But
yeah,
considering the situation, they were trying to be helpful to a teammate. I don't have a problem with that. Free kick again for Hunt, who has been very good with these tonight. And here's a volley, and it is in. What a beauty there for Newman, the sophomore. One-touch volley and in. Hunt will get another assist, but this one is a great shot there. The defender getting involved offensively there, and Newman. Watch the placement of this. I mean, for sure Hunt puts it in a great spot, but watch that volley. He actually had two teammates going for it, and boy, that one is one you're not going to be able to execute too often in a game.
No. Those are the ones you take and enjoy while you can.
Well, Falcons now leading it by a score of 9-1. They were up 6-1 at halftime. Have put 3 more on the board here in the second half. Newman knocking it ahead. Kamara now. Newman getting to it. He'll play it up. Pony getting a chance. Fires, and Yoakum fought it off. Kamara overran it a little bit. Newman trying to step up to it. And the Eagles send it to midfield, but Armstrong, here they come again. Chip to the middle here. Here's a chance. Yoakum fighting that one off. And the rebound will be cleared out of there. It'll be a throw coming up for Armstrong. And we're going to have a goalie change for Totino-Grace, as Yoakum put in a lot of work tonight, and Everett Shuda will come in, the sophomore, to replace him in goal.
Into the game, number 3, Joey Jacobson.
Joey Jacobson coming in for Armstrong, also 20 Liam Jebb and 24 Hanak Taché. There's Everett Shuda. Throw in here for Armstrong as
Well, he's going to come in cold. No warm-ups for the keeper. But he is the sophomore. Give him an opportunity to get some game time. I think Yoakum was just exhausted.
Yeah, he sure had a lot of work to do tonight, and then we said a warm evening and everything too, so not a bad move to let him watch the last 18 and a half of this one. Falcons on the move again, tried to send that through and spring Duke. Now it'll come loose. Pony walking to the front, and there's a great stop by Shuda, and then that one's cleared and looks like shaken up on the play is Pony. Well, it didn't take long before Shuda really got tested as he came out. And Ponies had some good chances that just haven't quite gone in. And I think the referee telling him, well, I've stopped the game for your injury, so probably wouldn't lead you to come out here.
Yep. That's Steve Cooper talking to him. And that makes sense. Get him off the sidelines and find out what's going on with him. Armstrong waiting for the throw.
Newman stepping up to meet it. He had that goal a couple moments ago on a great volley there after the free kick from Hunt. And that's the thing. I mean, you can't really tell your guys to stop playing or stop trying to score, I don't think. At least, especially not, for the whole second half, even though they really had it decided. And let's be honest, Armstrong, it isn't like they've been, the #1 team in the state last year or anything. They were 7-9, so they're not in a situation where they, face this type of thing very often, where they're so far ahead that they have to just, decide not to try and score anymore or whatever. But
yeah, you can't do that. But what you can do is take all your reserves and put them in there and get them some playing time.
And Pony they put right back in after he had come out there. So apparently he is feeling fine. This one will get out of play, and a throw coming here for Armstrong. Headed back out. It'll be another throw here for the Falcons. Armstrong will be on the road for their next two, Thursday at Coon Rapids and next Tuesday at Centennial, before they come back home to play Andover. And then for Totino, they're at Centennial Thursday and they host Blaine next Tuesday the 13th. Pass back across. Here's Miller chipping it ahead with the left foot. Just cleared out of there. Knocked away there. Armstrong able to ultimately force the turnover, and they'll drop that pass back. Higgins. Eagles able to force the turnover, but then give it right back. Knocked away there from Pony as he tried to cut it to the middle. There's a nice step up by Newman. Falcons plenty of room to work with there in midfield. Oops, that pass. Jacobson thought that Duke was going to keep moving up the sideline, but didn't do so. And then they pass broken up by Kamara there. It'll be a throw here for Totino-Grace. Pace of this one has finally kind of slowed down a little bit. Obviously, you got this kind of margin. You might expect to see that somewhat. Not that they aren't still going after it, but. And that'll be a hold call there as Sundell got his hands into the Eagle Chris Loa there.
Surprisingly, that's the first foul of the second half.
Falcons keep it moving. Newman, a recipient there. And he will send it long.
Well, they had three Armstrong forwards behind the defensive line.
This is going to be a corner off a defender there. Looked like Shuda maybe could have picked that one up, but I don't think he was too sure who it had gone off of, so he let it go. And and ultimately turns into a corner kick here for Armstrong. So corner kick coming here for the Falcons. They go low along the line. Ooh, I don't know if that one was out of play. Yeah, I guess it was. It was over the goal line anyway, so that one hit the outside of the goal post, so it was going to be a goal kick either way there for Totino-Grace. Hammered all the way out to midfield, but a strong header back the other way. Pony traps it down. Left it for Kamara. He tried to feed it through. Comes back out. They'll come again. Here's Kamara. Hemmed in. Makes a nice move. Drops it over to Pony. Battling to the front, and then the Eagles aren't going to take any chances. They hammer it out. It'll be another corner kick coming up for Armstrong, I believe, here. Yep. Get a chance to work on a few different things here with all these set pieces here too late. Ooh, they weren't on the same page there, or else he just hit that one harder than he wanted to.
Yeah, and went all the way across the field.
And really nobody was looking for a ball, even really on the far post, it didn't look like. They get another turnover, though, take it right back. That's one thing that the Eagles, I think, you know, they've been out of position some defensively, but they've also given the ball away too easily, too many times in their offensive zone as well, or defensive zone, excuse me. Here's Kamara firing the shot. Shuda fights that one off with the both hands slapping it out. And Falcons right back on the attack. Tried to send it ahead to Duke, but out of play. And you see Shuda shaking the hands. That one had enough on it that it kind of bent his wrist back a little bit, I think.
That there was a lot of speed on that ball. And that's why those goalkeepers wear those big fat gloves, because there's a lot of velocity.
Pass got away there and drilled back out to midfield. And here's a long attempt that'll go just over the top of the net. Goal kick here for Totino-Grace off the right foot of Sundell. Wait, you think back to when it was 1-1. I felt like, you know, Grace was maybe fortunate to be there, but at that point, it didn't feel like it was going to turn out to be this lopsided a game. They were kind of playing with them, you know, somewhat well, I thought, but
yeah, they were staying with it, and they got the goal to give them a boost, and then in that 5-6 minute span, all of a sudden it just exploded.
And the second half has been, I mean, it's pretty much been more of the same. They haven't scored quite as much, but it's pretty much Armstrong dictating everything.
Yeah, so for total shots for Armstrong, 26. Total shots on goal so far, 18. That's a lot.
That is, and you know, I would say a fairly high percentage of them were what I would call quality shots too, not just you know, long range that ends up on net.
Yep, looking over at Willie Markham's screen, it's
oh, here they come again, and this will be Pony finally putting one away. He's had some good chances earlier, and this time able to get it done. And so the lead will grow now to 10-1 for the Falcons.
Yeah, I was going to say that according to Willie Markham, Armstrong has a 70% shot on goal.
Should have got a piece of it, but not enough, obviously, to stop it.
Nope. Man, that's pretty good. 70% on goal percentage. That's pretty high.
Scoring for Armstrong, number 23, Patrick Boney.
His second goal of the season, and I know earlier he was kind of frustrated that a couple of them didn't go in, and kind of nice to see him get one there. But
coming into the game for Armstrong, number 16, Mohammed Abdul Rahman.
And we're going to get a foul call there going against the Falcons. Janasek looking up the line here for Grace to Junker, and they'll keep it moving. And trip there sent Worku sprawling. Now they get back up and are going to put it back in play quickly here, it looks like. And Yoakum's out there as a field player now, wearing the 20 after taking the gold jersey off. There he is. I gotta believe he was over there, kind of in the coach's ear a little bit. Let me play. Let me play as a field player. I wanna.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. That means he's in the game. He's doing what he wants to do.
Long one pushed wide of the net here. Hansen will come out, stop it. Played to the outside there, Janasek. And taken away though by Sando. Sando, a nice little move there as he puts on the brakes. Cuts around the D. Sando lining it up. Now fakes, takes this left-footed shot. Shuda couldn't corral the rebound, and they put it in as Miller will tap it home for goal number 11 for the Falcons.
Yeah, mistake that time by the keeper. Let that one get past, or it actually rolled off, and
number 13.
You'll see it again.
Micah Miller.
Good stop. Yeah, he tried to. I think he tried to deflect it. He should have just fallen off the ball.
Yep, I think Schroeder would like to have that one to do again. If anything, if you're not going to be able to grab it clean, you got to kind of smother it downward. And instead, he gave up a little bit of a rebound there. And
right, and the rebound is what kills you.
Eagles would like to get one more here at least late. Obviously, a tough defeat for them as they've been kind of run out of Armstrong Stadium here tonight. Played through. Sando. Sidestep Shuda. Runs it down. A defender back there in goal and makes a nice stop, actually, as Frank Denton squared up to it and took it off the knees or thighs there to stop a goal. It will be a corner, though, for Armstrong. Falcons getting themselves all lined up out front. And it went up over everyone's head here and will be a throw for Grace. Six goals in the first half, 5 so far here in the second for Armstrong as they have dominated this one. Takeaway here, Sando. Tried to play it back to him there, but intercepted by the Eagles. Be a throw coming for Armstrong.
Substitutions
and
for
new
Armstrong.
keeper.
10, Ryder Tomlinson Sterud. And number 0, Easton Basic.
Played ahead, and play will go on here as the shooter rolls it out. Cleared out a play by Higgins. We will get a throw here for Totino-Grace. Janasek to take the throw in. Kamara speeding ahead as Sando with him.
And he's wide open.
He tried to get it to him, and Yoakum was there to break that up.
Totino-Grace lucky that time because he was wide open and nothing but space between him and the keeper.
Little give and go there, but the return up a little too far ahead for Junker to run on to. So throw in coming here for Armstrong. 3 goals tonight for William Saar, Kamara and Miller a couple. Had great assists by Nathan Hunt. Pony has added a goal. Tomlinson, Sterud, Higgins, Newman. A little bit of everything tonight for the Falcons.
Well, certainly had a good distribution of goal scorers.
Kamara will drop that pass off. Abdul Rahman dropping it ahead. He'll get it back. Tried to find space to chip that one to the front, but it's broken up. Play to the outside. They'll keep it moving here. Nice give and go. And then sent back up. Sando with the shot, and that'll be in. As James Sando gets his name in the score column here.
You see it again. Good penetration. That's a tight angle as he shoots it right over shooter into the open net.
Number 11, James Sando.
Sando, his first goal of the year, so Falcons blow it open to a 12-1 lead. Keep it rotating around here to Newman. He's going to play it back. I believe that's Easton Bazic who was coming in goal. Their was their normal backup keeper, I believe, is injured. J.J. Peters, Abear. So I believe they said Easton when he made that contact with it, and that's a JV listed keeper. Gonna bounce all the way across field and out. It'll be a throw in here for Totino-Grace.
One minute left in the second half.
So we're down to a minute, and Grace has got to be going, oh my, thank you.
There's a goal clock.
Yeah, try to come up with ways to soften the blow a little bit, but 12-1 is 12-1. This has not been a fun night for Totino-Grace. That's kind of goes without saying here, but and Armstrong, you gotta, you take confidence from this. You say good job to play well and everything, but then you also want to keep in mind that this is going to be a rare sight. It's just not something that is going to happen often, where you just able to break things open to this extent. But give them credit for they had to put those balls away too, even though the Eagles, I think obviously
10,
gave up
9,
more
8,
good chances
7,
than
6,
would be
5,
advisable, but
3,
Armstrong
2,
had to
1.
take care of business too, and they were able to do so.
Yeah, and
6 goals in each half.
and they did it well. In the final, there were 30 shots, 21 on goal for Armstrong.
Yeah,
That's a very productive night.
yeah, dominant night overall for Armstrong. So I hope you've enjoyed the action here this evening. The Falcons rolling past the Eagles. 12-1 Armstrong is our final for Sig Lagery and all of our CCX sports crew. Thanks so much for joining us for Northwest Suburban Soccer here on CCX.
Please be careful.